Hello, welcome to more Doctor Who reviews. Yes, I literally just finished watching episode 1 of the 60th anniversary specials, The Star Beast. And somewhere on screen there should be a text saying spoiler free, because until that text goes, what I'll be talking about, hopefully, will be spoiler free. I may forget, but I can hopefully rectify that in editing. So, overall, we'll just go for this. Overall, what did I think of episode 1, The Star Beast? And my honest thoughts are it's okay. You know, to me it didn't feel like the anniversary. It felt like it was just a normal episode of the David Tennant era. Just looking more better because of how far cameras and CGI has progressed since 2008 when David Tennant and Catherine Tate had their series in series four. Um, but yeah, it that's just how I felt for the episode. So the basic premise of this episode is the Doctor lands in London and immediately runs into Donna. Now, this scene leaked early, a couple of months ago, and I seen part of it. The Doctor runs up to Donna, takes off some boxes, realizes that it's Donna, and puts the boxes back on. And then of course we get introduced to Rose, Donna's daughter, and then there's the spaceship that crash lands, and there is a scene that scene I do like because when the spaceship goes to crash land, everyone's looking up except for Donna, continuing on to the tradition of no memories, Donna, always missing everything. That was something that was established in The Runaway Bride nearly 20 years ago. And it's something that Russell continued on in this. So, yeah. Um, then the episode continues on. We get introduced to Beep the Meep. We get introduced to another alien species and that. We get to see Unit, which we already knew, and like just seeing it, I liked, and I just kept remembering of when they were filming last year that the people were showing them when they were filming and all that, and just seeing it finally, not just you know footage and all that. I liked. So then, of course, as the episode goes on, the doctors and Sylvia are trying to make sure that Donna doesn't remember who he is, because if Donna remembers, she's gonna die and stuff. And then it correlates with them getting captured. Um, Turns out Beep the Meep is evil, which is in line with the Fourth Doctor comic. I believe it's the Fourth Doctor that had the comic of the Star Beast. And then, of course, things happen, and yeah, that's all I can really talk about without going into spoilers. So, from here on out, I will be talking about spoilers. So, this is your five, four, three, two, one. Click off now if you don't want spoilers. So, what did I really think of this episode? I liked it. Like I said, I liked it. It felt like a normal episode. Um, there was two bits that really didn't jive well with me, and that was the oh, you had just assumed it's gender thing. Like, yeah, I get it. You shouldn't assume people's gender and all that. And usually I'm all for that, but I rolled my eyes at that. I really did. And then of course when later on in the episode when Donna gets her memories back and turns out that the meta crisis passed down. So half of it's in Donna, half of it is in Rose. They're like, oh, you should have stayed a woman. You would have been able to figure it out. That annoyed me. That bit annoyed me because that brought me back to series 11 of Doctor Who, where Jodie constantly said, "Oh, I used to be a man. If I was still a man, this wouldn't be happening. This, that, and the other." That I did not like, but that's just me. Yeah. So the twist that the meta crisis passed on to Rose Noble. As it was getting closer to that scene, I figured it out. Um, and it as an explanation as to how Donna is now able to keep her memories without having her to be, killed. Um, I like to an extent. I think it's as a get out of free jail card. Sure, I mean these things have happened before, especially in Star Trek, early on this year with Star Trek Picard, where the Borg frequency thing was passed on to Jack Crusher and stuff. So I've seen it before. Um, is it lazy writing? No. But I don't know. I might need another rewatch or two before I fully decide whether or not I truly like that. And then the Donna and Rose just expel the regeneration energy that I'm not sure if I like. I'll be honest with you. That I'm very very sure I don't know if I like. Um, because how come then Donna couldn't think of that when all that happened in Journey's End? So yeah, the episode ends with seeing the new TARDIS, which I don't know how I feel. Part of me likes it. It's the I think the second, if not first, largest interior of the TARDIS that we have. I'm not sure if this is bigger than McGann's TARDIS, or not, but you know, it got leaked ages ago, and I've had hemming and hawing on it ever since. It was never fully leaked, but some pictures were set photos were leaked. Not like the whole thing, but like in its early stages of being built. And then there was a fan render of it, and yeah, I still don't know how I feel about that. Um, like I'm sure as like I'm pretty sure this is going to be also Shooty's TARDIS. That there might not be any changes moving from 14 into 15 on the 9th of December. Um, but I'm sure as Shooty's era goes on, I might warm up to it. Because I've half expected it to be Jodie's, but I do know that at the end of filming for The Power of the Doctor, they dismantled this set, and I know the first doc the his first story of the 14th Doctor did go on in comics, but I didn't read all that, so I don't know when the new TARDIS would have happened and stuff like that. But now I gotta talk about this thing because from this episode, this has become the most powerful version of the sonic screwdriver that has ever existed in the past 60 years of the show. I mean, the Doctor was able to like draw a schematic. He was able to basically revert the vibrations on a lot of stuff, and it can do so much and there's still so much that we don't know that it can do. You only got to see it in this one story. We didn't get to see the older color settings because if you don't know, this is the non-chrome version of the screwdriver, There was a Chrome version that was released that if you took this off, there should be a button somewhere on here that you could press and hold, and it would change color, to different colors. And I don't know why I'm struggling to get this back on. It's not important. Yeah, so I definitely think with what we've seen so far of the screwdriver in this episode, it is the more powerful version of it. So overall, the Star Beast was good to okay for me. With all the hype around the anniversary and stuff, I went in expecting too much, and that's not my fault. That's Russell's fault, in a sense, because he's been hyping this up. He's been hyping the return of the Dr. Donna and all of this for the 60th anniversary, and it fell flat for me in a lot of regards, unfortunately. But hey, if you enjoyed it, if you found a lot of enjoyment, that's more power to you. For me, you know, there are better episodes and there are better anniversaries, but this is still early stages. Things could get better with the Wild Blue Yonder next week, and then of course we still have the Giggle, which has the toy maker, which was teased in this episode. The fact that when the Meep is about to be transported off of Earth, he says, wait until the boss hears about this." But yeah, another thing that this screwdriver can do that I forgot about until just now is it can make force fields. And that's it. Like I said, this is now the most powerful version of the sonic screwdriver that has ever existed. And yeah, so to wrap things up, the new theme song. What did I think of it? Well, the theme song got kind of revealed early on for when they were doing the 60th orchestra, and I still don't know if I like it. But the actual intro of it is very reminiscent, in your face of, hey, remember the theme that everyone loves from series 4. They basically updated that, and it looks beautiful. Don't get me wrong, it looks beautiful, but it's really trying so hard. Like, hey, remember this? Don't you? Don't you? Don't you? Come on, just tell me you remember this. And I don't know if I don't know. Like I said, I definitely think I need to give this another rewatch. Whether or not I do that when the Blu-ray ships, um, but yeah, I definitely think I need to give this another rewatch before I fully know what I feel. Because again, this is literally just raw what I'm thinking after this episode is aired. And I'm pretty sure the more I think about it and the more I talk to a friend of mine about this, some things will change from when this gets uploaded. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I did post another video early on today, which was a live DVD and Blu-ray hunting video. And then I shall see you on Monday for my Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F review. And then, of course, I'll be back here on Saturday to review The Wild Blue Yonder. So I'll see you all next time.